As we wrap up 2023, it's important to consider your goals and achievements for the next year, and that should include your wellness.
Here from Liquivida to share their vision are founder Sam Tejeda, Director of Strategic Initiatives Corey Jacobs, and Dr. Christopher Davis, a triple board certified cardiologist. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you guys
Good
feeling
morning.
this morning?
Feel amazing.
Well, you look amazing.
Yes.
I feel like put to shame here with the dress sense and the shoe game and everything. You guys are so well put together. So you know, this kind of also goes to that whole ethos that you guys kind of go with your business and your operation with, which is setting goals and, you know, health and wellness and projecting, you know, that right kind of outlook. So why is it important for people to set themselves wellness and health goals towards the end of the year, or, you know, being strategic for the next year?
Yeah, well, for me, you know, being an entrepreneur and the unpredictable nature of the music industry and entertainment, I also found myself like really like lagging on my health. Right, you know, we out here chasing that bag, chasing success, getting up every day trying to win, and we're putting our health last. So for me, it's all about really being proactive about our health, because I feel like if you're not truly healthy, how can you really consider yourself wealthy?
Yeah. Sam, you founded this company. You know, it was to bring health and wellness to the masses. Talk to us about what the vision was for this.
Yes, so our mission is to make people feel youthful, energetic, and in control of their health. And when I first got into the industry years back before I started Liquivida, one of the things that I started noticing is that these proactive preventative services were only available to some of the most affluent. So part of our goal, what we're working towards, is making sure that we can bring this to the masses by, you know, making it affordable and, you know, really bringing it to the demographics that never had access to it.
These are all important aspects, and Corey, I understand that there was actually like a reflective point in your life where you actually, you know, you mentioned about it being part of your routine, like, you know, getting dressed or whatever, but there was a moment that happened to you that made you take pause.
100%. I went into a Liquivida location, right? And I feel like I'm fit. I feel like, you know, I'm super energized. I mean, my brand is called Winergy, right? You have to be. But I went into the doctor and I seen Dr. Davis, and I started seeing like my blood pressure was high. I was low on vitamin B, D, F, G, H, I, D. You know, I said, wow, you know what I mean? I was like, when I'm thinking I'm healthy and everything is going great, if you're not looking under the hood, like how Sam and Dr. Davis would say, you'll never know. So that was a wake-up call for me, you know, to go ahead and be more proactive about my health and just spread the mindset of Winergy, you know, a mindset around putting your health first to the masses. And that's kind of how we came together. It's like a trifecta. You know, so you got the entrepreneurship, Dr. Davis, he's going to check the toxins, he's going to talk about that. And then we just bring a winning mindset, you know, to the people we're trying to help.
Now, Dr. Davis, you're a cardiologist. How do you really believe that people can change their health and sort of the trajectory of where their journey is headed through wellness?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things, and I've been practicing medicine for over 20 years now, and I think we are a society that is more of a sick care system and not a healthcare system. And so we don't really provide the education that most of our clients need to help them on their health journey. I remember, you know, the first part of my career, I would tell people, well, you need to lose weight and you need to go on a diet, but what does that look like, right? And that's not very helpful to tell people that. And so I think one of the things we do at Liquivida that's super important is actually, I use the terminology looking under the hood, right? We have to know what's going on with our body to actually improve it. So looking at things like micronutrients, whether we have toxic exposures, and so everybody is different, and I think that our approach to medicine is something that needs to be, or health should be something that's individually focused, and we need to really be more proactive and not just reactive care. I don't think you should think that your doctor is going to be looking at the nutritional status and all those things I talked about, and that's why I practice a little bit different than I practiced 10 years ago.
So it's like a full service for the body, the different aspects of the wellness. Sam, we've got a very short amount of time left. You obviously brought your book as well. Tell us a little bit about this.
So that's How to Win in Modern Wellness, and what I ended up doing throughout the 10 years of being in this industry, I built some strong relationships with a lot of the competitors. And what I ended up doing is putting this book together and giving all these competitors a chapter in the book, and we're all talking about how we're winning together in this modern wellness. So all of us have chapters in the book. Right. Corey has the last chapter, which talks about Winergy, the Winergy mindset, and how we're all winning together, and that's the definition of winner.
Very cool.
Well, Sam, thank you so much. And guys, thank you for joining us this
Yeah,
morning as
absolutely.
well. To learn more information, be sure to visit liquivida.com.